This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for May 26, 2026. Pearl Jam have found themselves a new drummer, replacing drummer Matt Cameron after his 27 years with the band. Stone Gossard has confirmed that a replacement has been locked in, but it won't be unveiled until this September when the band takes the stage for the 10th annual Ohana Music Festival. Saying, quote, "I love the mystery of it all. It's so exciting. There's not enough mystery in the world. I think the band is very excited about what we're getting ready to play. It's been a while, and the fact that we've got to do it at Ohana makes it doubly exciting. And the fact that nobody knows who's going to play drums with us even makes it triple exciting. So it's our mystery wrapped in an enigma, and we're relishing in it right now." The Darkness have unleashed their theme song for the upcoming Masters of the Universe film. Based on the 1980s animated TV series, it hits theaters on June 5th. The song, simply titled Masters of the Universe, is a throwback retro rocker in the style of Queen's Flash Gordon. The song follows the release of the previous Masters of the Universe single, Eternia, featuring Queen's Brian May. Chevelle drummer Sam Loeffler is weighing in on bands who rely heavily on pre-recorded tracks during their live performances. He said, "We have no tracks. We have nothing. There's just 3 guys playing this music. So many other bands are coming out and they've got track after track. Some of these guys, and I'm not going to say who, aren't playing any of it. All of it is on tape. I don't want to tell you either, but it's true. And look, whatever, because I don't think anybody cares. I honestly don't think anyone cares." Chevelle are supporting Breaking Benjamin on their massive 2026 North American tour. The only New England stop is September 3rd at the Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now. Saturday Night Live has shared post-credit footage of Paul McCartney playing Help and Drive My Car with Will Ferrell on cowbell. The Beatles icon was the musical guest on the final episode of season 51, playing Days We Left Behind from his upcoming album, The Boys of Dungeon Lane, as well as the 1980 track Coming Up. He was joined by Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, with Will Ferrell playing his trademark cowbell. Mick Jagger is making another unexpected move into film. The 82-year-old Rolling Stones frontman has joined the cast of 3 Incestuous Sisters, the upcoming feature from acclaimed Italian filmmaker Alice Rohrwacher. Dakota Johnson, Saoirse Ronan, Jessie Buckley, and Isabella Rossellini are also set to star. Patty Boyd has now weighed in on the upcoming 4 Beatles biopics and how she would be played by White Lotus actress Amy Lou Wood, revealing that no one from the production had ever contacted her regarding her depiction or part in the real-life story, saying, quote, "I thought it would be polite to mention it to me or let me know if they've got someone who is going to be playing me. Wouldn't they let me know," she said. She continued, "I could have told them some really great stories, but I don't think they wanted to know." Former Hole drummer Patty Schemmel is selling a t-shirt worn by Kurt Cobain. Julian's Auction House has listed the Foxes t-shirt with an asking price of $8,000. The Nirvana frontman wore the shirt, which references the 1980 movie Foxes, for an early 1990s photo shoot. Cobain chose the shirt from a stylist because he liked the film, which featured a young Jodie Foster, and had watched it with Schemmel. Kurt Cobain kept the shirt and shortly after the photo shoot gifted it to Schemmel. The two were close friends who bonded over films and a love of obscure t-shirts. Jack Osbourne is defending the family's decision to digitize and digitally preserve Ozzy Osbourne for future opportunities with advertisers. Saying, quote, "It's going to be so tasteful what we're doing. It's not going to be fucking lame. It's not like you can sit there and it's really complex what we're doing. This isn't just hooking up an image of my dad to ChatGPT. This is some high-level technology that we're going to be working on. It's going to feel very real. It's kind of wild how it'll be utilized, but it's awesome. It's really cool. And it's something that I think my dad would be into because we actually talked about it before he passed, about doing something like this. So yeah, I know he would be into it." The life and legacy of the late Ozzy Osbourne has been celebrated in the U.S. House of Representatives by Republican Congresswoman Victoria Spartz. Osbourne's contribution to the arts via his Ozfest Festival MTV reality show The Osbournes was entered into the congressional record on May 12th, saying, quote, "I rise today to recognize the life and legacy of John Michael Osbourne, known around the world as Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary frontman of Black Sabbath and a towering figure in the history of rock and heavy metal." She finished by saying Ozzy's influence was extraordinary, but his life and career were shaped alongside Sharon, whom he met in 1970. What began as a professional relationship became a lifelong partnership through which they built a loving family together. Tom Morello has shared a brief tease of his upcoming new single, Adjourn It. The track reunites his Axis of Justice compatriot Serj Tankian from System of a Down, while also featuring contributions from Morello's teenage son, Roman. Saying, quote, "Adjourn It is a freedom song of crushing riffs for justice and equality." A May 29th premiere date has been set for the new song. And Tom Morello's Audioslave bandmate Chris Cornell is featured on the upcoming final Soundgarden studio album. The album was caught up in a legal battle. Those issues have all been resolved. Guitarist Kim Thayil says this material has been in existence for over 10 years in some cases, others for 14 or 15 years. It was in various stages of writing, sharing, learning, recording. So what we needed to do is finish that process, and most of the writing had been complete. So it's mostly about recording. There were things that had been demoed by me, by Matt, by Chris, and by Ben. They're very rough sketches. You start with a little pencil sketch and you fill it in wherever with chalks or oils or pastels. He went on to say, "It's very, very important to all of us. It's important for the legacy of Soundgarden. It's important for the legacy of Chris Cornell. It's doing right by our collective work. It's doing right by our partner and our friend." The track listing includes the songs Road Less Traveled, Orphans, At Ophion's Door, Cancer, Ahead of the Dog, Murmas, and Stone Age Mind. And last night, the American Music Awards returned. Billy Idol received the Lifetime Achievement Award on stage during the live telecast from Vegas. 21 Pilots won the award for Best Rock Artist, while Somber received the awards for Breakthrough Rock and Alternative Artist, Best Rock Song for Back to Friends, and Best Rock Album for I Barely Knew Her. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 311, featuring wrestler Scott Gordon, otherwise known as Scotty Too Hottie, is available now.